welcome back to Dugout Chatter. We're all the way here in St. Louis, Missouri with my good friend Braxton Stowe and former high school teammate. So Braxton, how are you doing today?
Doing well, man.
So why don't you start off telling us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a junior first baseman, and yeah.
All right, cool. So why don't you give us a little bit of background about how you ended up here playing baseball in St. Louis?
So I always had a dream as a little kid back home in Bermuda to play pro ball one day. And so when I was 10, 11 years old, my parents and I made the decision for me to play baseball in Florida. So through summer camps and through talking to coaches around that time, I ended up going to play baseball at Trinity Christian Academy, my 8th grade and all throughout high school. And then from there, played summer ball and then ended up getting a scholarship to come play here.
That's awesome, man. And so what was that decision like as a kid? What kind of made you decide at that early of an age that you'd want to come play baseball in the United States from Bermuda?
It was just about having a dream and my parents believing in that dream and say, hey, you know what, if our kid wants to do that, then, just able to, was lucky enough to have parents to believe in me and let me do that.
Yeah, that's really fortunate because it's a tough dream to chase. And so now that you're here, what's it kind of like being a D1 athlete and student athlete at that?
It's tough. It's a lot of work academically and on the field. Got to produce in the classroom and on the field, but it's fun. You're hanging in with a great group of guys. With great coaches and school here is really good. It's a good academic program. It's kind of the best of both worlds. Also get a degree here soon and also produce in the field. So it's fun.
Do you have any aspirations for your baseball career moving forward past college, or what do you think about joining the workforce?
Kind of either way. If I'm able to have the opportunity to still play pro ball, then that'll be great. And if not, just got to know when to hang them up, and then just be your average working man. So I'm cool either way.
Going, especially I'm sure in your journey, there's some adversities you faced in your baseball career, maybe along with schooling. So what was something that was kind of difficult that you had to deal with in your baseball/student career?
So I've had 3 knee surgeries, unfortunately. The first one happened when it was the fall of my senior year of high school. Right before the season started, I ended up having 2 chipped bones in my knee. They ended up removing one and then tried to reattach the part that was kind of loose. And then so that we thought that would work, and that put me out my senior year. And then so coming here my freshman year, I never really got healthy enough. And then the summer before my sophomore year, after freshman year, I had my second surgery. And that was completely taking out that chip bone they tried to fix and replacing it with a cadaver bone. So they put somebody else's bone in my knee and fixed it like that. And then that ended up working. But the third surgery was kind of just a little scope out a little loose piece of body. And then ever since then, that was beginning of my junior year. So ever since then, I've been fully healthy and then ready to go since. So yeah, those 3 surgeries is probably the toughest thing I've been through as a person.
So what was the rehabilitation process like?
It was long, tough. I almost feel like I never could see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it was all worth it. It made me a stronger person, made me a stronger player, made me a better teammate to be able to help guys that now are injured, whether they're just banged up, miss a couple of games, or they also face a tough injury. So it just made me a tougher person.
What's some advice you'd give to someone in that kind of circumstance?
Take it one day at a time. If it's one day you got to work on getting a single leg squat, moving deeper in that, that's your goal for the day. Get better at that. Where if your goal is to ice for 15 minutes, ice for 20 minutes, make it better. Just take it one day at a time. Don't think about, oh, I'm right here right now, I got to get to there. Just take it one day at a time and complete smaller goals to complete the bigger goal.
That's great. So going on the other side of that topic, so what's some of the big highlights of you playing here at St. Louis?
Probably my top achievement so far is hitting my first home run last year at LaSalle in Philadelphia, our first collegiate home run, just coming off the bench in a blowout and then just hitting the bomb and seeing all my teammates going crazy, happy for me that I'm able to, go on what I've been through and hitting my first home run. And then this year, just a couple of guys got banged up, then I got an opportunity to play, and then I just making most of it, becoming an everyday starter. So let's say that. And then, can't forget about this, winning the A10 tournament. Oh, my God. How can I almost forget about that? Yeah, winning the A10 tournament last year, going 19-4 in conference, I think it was, just being the top team in the conference last year and winning it and playing a regional Ole Miss was also a pretty big highlight for me in my career.
Yeah. So did that give you guys like some confidence and traction moving forward into this season?
Definitely. We unfortunately graduated a lot of guys last year. A couple of guys went to the draft. So this year our team was pretty much almost a brand new team. And so yeah, it definitely gave us momentum. Always gives us something to strive for. Having a great year we did last year. We're not off. We didn't do as well as we wanted to this year, but we're still in the mix of things, and it just makes us want to fight harder because we know what that postseason baseball tastes like. So it makes us want to fight harder to get back there.
So with the new team coming forward, and especially as one of the more senior members of the staff, what's that kind of like with all these younger guys going in, coming off a winning season? Like, what was the process of coming together, like gelling as a team and a unit?
Well, all that stuff it kind of happens just organically, You just seeing a young guy struggling and say, hey, man, do this, do that. Hey, don't worry about it, shake it off. Or seeing him doing well, hey, keep going, build off of that, So it kind of just happens organically, just showing the new guys like, hey, we do it like this, we do it like that, just being a leader.
Yeah. So maybe even hang out with them outside of the field or the classroom, get a feel for them?
Definitely, yeah. We definitely, play PlayStation all together, go class, go out to eat together. So, yeah, it's kind of just being an athlete. We're with each other all the time, traveling, road trips, all that good stuff. So just spending time with them and just being brothers at the end of the day.
That's awesome. And so you're the first baseman. So why don't you give us a little insight? What's it like being the first baseman? Give us some details behind that. Like, what's your position like? What are some of your responsibilities?
It's fun. It's just almost every ball that goes to the infield runs to the first baseman at some point, whether it's a double play, whether it's just a regular routine ground ball. You're involved in almost every play in the infield. And it's just fun, If a guy makes a tough play, so got to dig a ball out in the dirt, helping your teammate out, saving errors. And then, also helping your pitcher out if, error leads to more pitches. He's got to grind harder. So picking bad throws and just, it's fun. And it's an offensive position, too, Guys expect for you to produce in the batter's box. First base is an offensive position. So, just going up there and slugging it as well. It's fun.
Yeah, so that gives you a lot of time to work on your swing, and you got some big pop, don't you?
Yeah, I can hit it a little bit.
Yeah, and if you can see that black net in the corner over there, we saw him hit one over in a BP today.
Yeah, just working on, staying up the middle, and I don't know, man, just got to go pitch the hit and put a good swing to it.
Yeah, so what's some of your approach like then, since you're at more of a power hitting position?
I look to just get balls that I know I can do damage with. I kind of like the ball a little low in the zone to not really golf it up, but just the way my swing path is just to drive the lower balls and just drive them. And I just consider myself a gap-to-gap hitter with power. I'm not really pull dominant. I'm not really I kind of just wherever the ball's pitched, I just try to put my best swing to it and just get good pitches to hit and know I can do damage with.
All right. So any other baseball anecdotes or parts of your game you'd like to share?
No, I mean, I'm just, I like to have fun. At the end of the day, it's just a game, so I treat it like a game. It's fun, so when it's ride the highs and ride the lows and just go about it every day.
What's advice you give to a high school baseball player looking to make it in a big school?
Just grind every day, man. Just, when you don't think somebody's looking, just, just keep on grinding. And no matter what, just remember at the end of the day, it's a game. No matter if your career ends in high school, no matter if you're going to be a big leaguer, it's a game at the end of the day. So just make sure you have fun with it, and just play your heart out.
That's some great advice, and thank you for joining us today, Braxton. And thank you to the school for having us here. Anything to say before we go?
Roll Bills.
All right. We'll see you in the next edition of Dugout Chatter. Thanks for joining us.